I'm Paul Caspio, aka Vokhtar for Wanted Breed.
Robert Caspio, aka Zolex. Nice to meet you.
Who is Wanted Breed or what is Wanted Breed?
Both. Why is Wanted Breed? Better question.
Wanted Breed is like it means something a little bit. It's a little tribal, a little Wanted Breed is like a special breed of people that kick ass, want to have strong soul. In the comic book thing, we're out in space, you know, it's a wanted breed of, there's like alien life forms and stuff in the comic book thing, and there's all these other worlds.
Prior to junior high, so I would say it'd be 1975, I became the roadie and then worked my way up to head roadie, which was in charge of all the other bozos.
I was 16 when I started. My dad got me a guitar because I asked him, can you give me a guitar for my birthday? And he got me one. So the first day I got a guitar, I was in a band and I didn't know anything. But what I did know is I could mimic something. I didn't know anything about lead guitar though. That's what was my problem. But my hands were already doing, like they already knew how to do stuff and I didn't really understand it back then. All I knew is that why am I so easy for me, kids? It's been like a myth in my whole career. I never took another lesson. I just listened to records and learned what all the great guitar players were doing. It took me 3 months to become a pretty good lead guitar player because I got in a band when there was a guy, he was really good on lead guitar. His name was Matt. He didn't want me in the band because I sucked. All I knew how to do was just, the guy showed me the chords, I'd do the chords, like the rhythms, and I could do it real easy.
John Barr, Neil Peart, and they're both good. One plays hard, one plays progressive. I try to mix both of them in my own style. Not quite sure what they're going to get. I'm uneducated, I'm unschooled. I just play by ear and sound. I'm feel. I have no idea actually what I'm doing back there. If that's what you, I mean, I'm playing and I know how to keep time. My brother says I have impeccable timing. I don't know. I just know how to play. I listen and I learn. If I don't know what it is, and then, well, how does it go? Ratty-tat-tat-tat or ratty-tat-titty-tat-tat? What? Okay. You can figure it out. It's all measurement. So as the years went by, I was able to learn more on a big set, a big Slingerland set that was Dave Roberts' drum set, because I lived in studios my whole life, and that was the thing for me. So at some point, it all broke up, moved away, came back, and restarted this monster. Cheap drum set, which I wind up hawking, getting another drum set. Hawk that one to get a couple more that are what we needed, top of the line sets. I can't tell you what, there's two different types, but it's a big set and it plays really good.
Jimmy Page taught me everything basically made Vokhtar. I wish I could be in here, would talk to him, be with him one time before he died. He taught me more than any guitar player in the whole, and I've taken a lot from every guitar player, and I'm going to tell you other guitar players that I have techniques and styles I juiced out of them, and I choose my own style now, but he taught me how to write a lot of, how to write songs and how to not be fast, and how to stumble, how to do repeat licks over and over that make them sound so cool. Like late 70s, early 80s, there's nothing but smoking guitar players in every band. I'm talking every guy had just an amazing guitar player. It's just, you had to go see him. You had to go see the band because the guy's so good. And now it's not really like that. In the future, it's more keyboard, drop tune, different techniques. You know, it's just different. And some people are like bummed out because they want to hear something like when they have a soloist, like that there could be a trumpet guy, a sax, that's what they come to see, the soloist. If you take that out of the kick-ass part of the music writing part, it gets a little boring after a while for people. People want to be stimulated, but sometimes some guys go too far. We play too fast and we do too many notes, and some people there's like fuck it, that's all they hear. It's like a computer rhythmic thing. I started at 16. I was writing a band, but since then I've been in a band, and then I got to a certain point. Then here I get hurt. Now, boom. This is at the peak of my youth career. I've never stopped playing, even having kids, working, no band. I just have a guitar. At one point, all I did was work, take care of my family, and I had no guitar. But I walked down an alley somewhere and I found one in a trash can, an old Spanish nylon string guitar. The string about this high up the string, and that's all I played was that thing. And I wasn't allowed to play it with my old lady. They told me to quit because I had to raise your family and do it. So I have it way out back on this property. I had an old trailer, and I'd go out there and just practice every fucking day.
That's a good thing, learning, because if you stop learning, then what's the point? You've peaked your skill, your masterism. At this point, I'm not mastered yet.
So wanted breed is like a wanted breed of, that's what we were thinking when we made the name. We're like, this, what are we going to name our band? Because we used to be Zebra, and some band from New Orleans copywrote the name. So we were the band Zebra early in the early days, but we turned into the band Wanted Breed, but there was another name too, a bunch of names, like probably 5 different band names we had to choose from, because we were a total Zeppelin band when we were playing copies before we transitioned to making just doing originals. Some guy told me a long time ago that I've never played lead guitar, man. That pissed me off so freaking bad that I practice every day. And after the 3 months, it's like the star charts opened up for me, and I can play lead, and that's what I do now. We're the most requested band on KMET in California, which is the biggest rock station at that time. This is probably a good one to start with. You got to put it on a good coat of water, like a wax substance.
Oh, that's okay.
Down. I go under this way all the way.
Camera, please. All right.
Well, yeah, I can play with my teeth. There's no doubt about that, and I save that for only live gigs, which I haven't played a live gig in a long time. But when I do, my main thing was when I do my solo back in the day, all the way up to right now, when I'm doing my solo, because that's what it's all about for me, is being one of the king solo guys, like all the other guys. But I look good. I'm Voktar, and I shred too. Okay, how did I learn about them? Directly, you know how I said I'd learn from Jimmy Page a lot and this and that. He's my main guy. I learned that from Jimi Hendrix. He's a weird guy. 2 Jimmys showed me how to do 2 different things on guitar. Hendrix showed me how to turn up my amp and V&S, do feedback and do stuff like that. And he's basically plays in the blues scale, kind of. Hendrix, he's more of a blues metal rock guy, which really way early. He's way ahead of his time. You got to understand that. But now people have like the techniques and the speed are like they're beyond that now. It's crazy, right? You know. But anyways. He played with his teeth. I saw him play. That's so cool. And then he started his guitar and fire and all that stuff too, which is cool. Sometimes I get blood. The strings, if you don't pick right and pluck right at the right on your guitar, and it's hard on some guitars. It's hard to get your teeth in the right area, but the string could go right up in your gums and slice it like a razor blade, and you just start bleeding really bad. And it happens probably every time I do it, because I get too crazy sometimes. It's just, but I'm gonna do it. But what I used when I'm in my old days, I used to go behind my back, do like a solo, then turn to the crowd so they could see that I'm not looking, or while we shred, and then I'm gonna bring it. I used to throw my guitar in the air, and then catch it, and then I play with my teeth. That would be my big, like I'm building the big peak of my, radness or whatever you want to say as a guitar player. Everyone would go to Hollywood and go to the same freaking store in Hollywood Boulevard, and everyone would buy the studded things like, I want to say Judas Priest, and Motley Crue. Everyone wore the same it's metal, and you could go buy them, leather and studs, like the biker stuff. I would say, you know, really cool stuff. I had them on. I wore all that stuff too. I went and bought what I could, the coolest ones I could find. They make all different kinds, man, with studs, leather, straps. You just put them on. You like. Ted Nugent used to wear like some like leather things like that, stuff like that. Like if you look at the old but that's as metal as you could get. I seen Kiss, of course. That when I did the makeup thing, got me with Kiss, and the shoulder pads on Ace Frehley. He had these shoulder pad things, and I'm like, fuck. When I was a kid, I'm talking. They came out when I was in high school, so I'm like, right before I played guitar, they came out. And not to put anything down on Kiss, I never did one Kiss song in my life. I don't know any of their songs, and I don't really care because they're not, to me, they're Kiss. They're a good show. They have decent songs. I liked a lot of their albums, but I never played their stuff for some reason. To me, it wasn't like, it didn't get my brain node going. I want to really, like, it didn't turn me on as much, sort of say. I don't know why, but the visual did. So it's that visual, it's like Jimmy Page, I get the Kiss thing going. I want to be veteran to all these guys, right? I'm a kid still. So back then, I'm an old man now, and I still want to be that guy. That's funny. I created this character, his name Vokhtar, you know, and I wanted to, my first outfit is made out of cardboard, and we made wood spikes, and we glued and did everything, and made padded ones, and we were playing Hollywood and stuff and kicking ass. But our new stuff is totally fucking made of like polymers and hardened shit that's like carbide fiber, like black stuff. I can't even tell what it is. It's so hard, and all the stuff are hard. It's just, they're very dangerous. The other ones were kind of dangerous. These ones are super dangerous. Our shoulder pads are like beyond. It's like got sick dangerous, big old long spikes, and it's insane, right? You know. But we're in a warrior sense. If you're a galactic warrior fighting all these evil guys in outer space, in a comic book sense, so like a DC comic. We have to have rad outfits to fight these guys. So we can't be jumped on, or everything comes into play for those guys. Scotty's in Nevada too. He's in Las Vegas. He is one of the original bass players. Or actually the one with the makeup.
And he plucked a guy named Phil, which made the new makeup band.
First started wearing makeup like idiots. We look really cool wearing our gear, man. It's going to be really cool, man. You know, the show will be cool. The internet, you know, to expose ourselves to people across the world, you know, because that's kind of cool. We never got to do that in the old days.
And the team we've aligned, that he's aligned, is pretty strong. There's some pretty good guys behind us, so.
And Dave and Scott, the friends from Chicago, and me and my buddy Dave on drums, that's the new Wanted Breed. So this will be the band that puts the makeup on eventually. That doesn't have makeup on yet.
It was extremely fun. A lot of energy, a lot of excitement. Didn't know how the gigs were going to come off, but every gig was pulled off really good because of the musicians that were in the band. They pulled it off. Actually stole the show on every gig, from my estimation. There was a lot of skullduggery, some fighting, some people trying to steal equipment, but other than that, it was a lot of energy and a lot of fun. I still feel that energy today.
Doing the makeup back then was when we had to go to, we were traveling from Orange County to LA County, where Hollywood is, and Santa Monica Boulevard. It's like there was the Gonzales, the Roxy, the Whiskey a Go Go. There might have been a couple more.
The Rainbow. I mean, they're all there. The Country Club.
It was really hard to get to like break through out there, you know, when you're a band. So it was really rough, man. People were, I mean, there was Motley Crue and Rat, and those guys just got signed. We were right on the tails of all these bands.
For you young folks, no internet. Stapling flyers on telephone poles. Okay? Word of mouth and stapling flyers up. It was rougher back then. That part of it was rough. You had to hustle to make it and be seen.
We did pretty good though, man. We peaked out in Hollywood and stuff, and then, like we said, we're trying to get signed. Guys, Metal Blade Records, Ironworks Records were approaching me very hard, trying to get me to sign with them. I never signed with them, and I got her, and then just a long span in between. Here we are now. It's mutated to something really cool though. If we can stay alive, man, that's the fucking fight right now. Time.
Roadie, very tough job, a lot of gigs, Los Angeles, a lot of clubs, rough. I realized then bigger things would be better if I was in the band than being the roadie in the band. It's a rough job. It's exciting. You get to see both sides of everything. You got to be able to hack it. You can't be weak and you can't be inebriated on the job either. So I was pretty well sober until the gig was over. Through Fredericks and Johnny Dean, who came and left, which was their drummer from Chicago. So Paul still had Dave. And Dave Smith, I can't recall why he phased out. Could have been the law, could have been a little bit too much fun, too young. I'm not sure, I don't remember. And he's passed on, so I can't ask him. I'll have to do some digging on that. But Scott Snyder appeared through the singer Dave Fredericks from Chicago.
Scott Snyder. He plays bass. Scotty came and visited, and he jammed with us. He's really good on bass, man. I mean, somehow he gets into the band. The kind of weird thing is, we're from Cleveland, Ohio.
They're from Chicago, Illinois.
And so we came to California playing in Hollywood and doing all that in the early days, and now we're in Nevada. But it takes hours to just sit by yourself playing and trying to learn. I do it all the time just sitting here by myself. I'll just sit here and shred all day long. Instead of going over to the stack and playing super loud, I'll just play here and just work on techniques. And I watch a lot of TikTok now, man. I'll see all the guys that are just shredding this and that's all great and dandy. But now I look at it as you got to shred, but you got to put it to some kick-ass music that you write. Because then what's the point of just shredding? If you just sit, everyone's just doing a million notes as fast as they can. Yeah, we all look like idiots unless you put it to music and it actually sounds good and there's a drummer and the whole thing comes together. That's what I think.
It's theory of 440. The human brain accepts it. It likes it. You go too far one way or the other, it'll shade away. If it just goes 900 million miles an hour for 10 minutes, everybody's going to walk away and turn their head and say, what? I look at it as you get some really cool, catchy music first, so people go, I like the way that sounds, and the drums, the tab, that's going to want to breathe, right? Really crunchy rhythms that are not too crazy, that are commercial enough to when I'm singing or telling the story, that it's got some hooks and it sounds good. Because if it doesn't make you feel good, if it don't make me feel good, I don't put it on the album. I would just push it to the side. I write a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of crappy licks that come out of me. I just trash those because when you're experimenting, trying stuff new, because like there's only 12 notes and all that times 12 times 144 and keeps going on to infinity / a lot of guys had the first take on a lot of the best rhythms, kind of. So I got a few hidden ones that nobody wrote, though. That's kind of cool. Not in theory or thesis. There's more. There's new pages. See this blank piece of paper right here? There's already 3 songs on that piece of paper. You just can't see it yet.
I really don't care what anyone else is doing, to tell you the truth. As a musician, I just care about what I'm trying to do, and hopefully it'll work, I like listening to other people's stuff, but I don't like, I got to do what they're doing.
Building a rocket and trying to launch it, that's it. It's a lot of fun, and it keeps me young. I'm not bored, because that's the key thing wrong with man, is boredom. If you become bored, it's, you got to find something else to do. being a top-notch, the rock band, the visual rock band, yeah. It takes a lot of cojones. I'll say that right now. But it's worth it. You can check my pre-year annuals, 1981 class. I'm supposed to ride the biggest wave. It's coming. That's all I can say, everybody. And that's not by my doing, it's by the team, the band itself and the production, these gnarly songs that my brother's writing.
Our next venture is going to be, it's all right there for us. It is going to be filmed because we got a good guy on our team now. You can't see him, he's over here. This guy over here.
He's right there.
Right there.
Watch, hit him with a stick, he'll say ow. Say ow. Think ow. He's laughing. It was going well, except for a dumb construction site. My brother almost got killed, broke his neck and his back, and some fool threw a 4x4 off a 2-story building and hit him right in the head.
I was working on a construction site, and I'm working with this guy working up top, and there's a stairway that goes like, you know how stairways go like this all the way up to 3 stories. In the center, you could look down from the top, and so you could see all the way. Okay, so the guys at the top, they call it temporaries that hold the sticks, the framing together before they sheet it. The guys, our job was just to take all the temporaries down. I'm at the bottom of the building, walking in. And I'm just getting ready to put my bags on, and this guy's way at the top. You're supposed to take your temporary off and throw it out a certain window and say, headache. And everyone knows not to be out this side because that's where all the trash is going. You're not supposed to hit it and let it fall all the way down the elevator or the stairwell shaft, because it could hit somebody on top of their freaking head, which it did to me. It's straight, it landed straight on top of my freaking head. I only was on 1 foot. I never made it to the second step. I was looking down, gonna tighten my work bags, and it hit me like that with no hard hat. It fucking nails everywhere. It didn't go, it would be dead instantly if the nails went through my head, but somehow they were angled just enough where just the wood broke my neck and my back, and I was bleeding to death out the building. I got sprung out, like I was like 4 or 5 feet out the building. I woke up, I couldn't really see, but I put my head, I just felt nothing, but it's like pain, but no pain. When you see my makeup, there's a big old scar on my head and a dent where the board hit, or the 2x4 just jacked me. Broke 2 vertebrae here and 2 in my lower back. Laid me out, and's over for years now because I'm in rehab for 5 years.
That wiped him out for a good 4 years of doing nothing with the band, which dissolved at that point. That was '86. So by the time the 90s came around in Nirvana, still doing nothing. It didn't start up till '96 when I returned. As I went on a few trails around the planet, around the Horn, my travels took me to Indiana and all across the Midwest for 2 years. Come back, my mom was not doing well. She had had a heart attack. In fact, I'm back and then I bail again. And then I go to Florida. That's where I had my heart attack. And we came back because the band had made a run before the coup. That's between Indiana and Florida was a coup. We practiced real hard to be something, and timing wasn't right.
I left, I was at her house. When I came back, my studio, see how there's a bunch of equipment in here? When I came back, there was no equipment in my studio.
Oh. Everything just wiped out. It's nothing you can...
Man, so here we are, like years later. I had to buy stuff from pawn shops and work hard, just whatever, just scrape to get it to where we're at now, because we're still determined to be musicians and give us our product out there, because we do have some kick-ass stuff. But anyway, saying that,
we rebuilt it. We built this monster. What don't kill you will make you stronger.
You want to whimper about it and just snibble your whole life, or just bounce back harder. That's the way I look at it.
Had the heart thing rolling good for 5 years, and then 5 years into my heart thing, I get the L word, leukemia. My father died from it, my grandfather died from it. I know it's a bad word when you hear it, and it is a bad word. If you catch it in time, you have the right doctors, and you know the right medicines, which I am, my numbers are good right now. Only one side effect, genetic alteration. Now, am I becoming younger or am I be turning into a fish? I'm not sure. I think I'm just being younger. The good part about this whole breakup, timing, getting back, and working hard is the songs. They're really high energy and they're up tempo with shredding leads. It's just going to be amazing. The songs are, to me, to strive for having the most best rock album out ever. And I'm going to say that on film right now, because that's where we're pushing the pin, above everybody. What do you want me to say? I'm going to be third best and scurry around? No. I believe my brother has some corporate statures that, you know, we don't need outrageous ticket prices. We just need people to show up at the gig, have fun.
We got a good album coming up, man. It's probably our best work, man. And it sounds a lot different than the other albums and stuff. That's going to be cool, man, because we finally got the sound we're looking for. I'm really excited. As long as this guy in the studio can capture what I'm sure he'll be able to, because most guys will just go fall in love with something exciting, powerful. The show will be cool. The internet, you know, to expose ourselves to people across the world, you know, because that's kind of cool. We never got to do that in the old days. We feel we got a pretty good product. I know for a fact that it's a killer product, and I know that a lot of people will probably think it's cool, but then there'll be some people that probably won't like it at all, because you know what, you're not for everybody. Nobody's gonna like everything that everybody does. It just doesn't happen in this world, you know. There's gonna be some haters, and there's gonna be some lovers, you know, and there's gonna be some people that don't really care.
Either way, I got it moved. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Just give it a chance is what I say, man. There's a bunch of older product that we're going to probably release at the same time, I swear, on the website, or you know, that will be available, because there's some cool stuff, the older stuff. I mean, there's a lot of Wannabe stuff. It's just unfortunate the way it played out.
Here.
It's a kind of a raw music. It's not for everybody. We know that. But hey, I'll tell you up, kids. Never give up on your dream, man. Someone told me a long time ago, stop playing the guitar. You know what? They can kiss my you-know-what, because I love playing music, and music makes me who I am.
Let's roll. Whacking Fest, it's us. Indianapolis, it's us.
The spirit of the soul.
Spirit of the soul. Wanna breathe stands for the inner spirit of the soul. Everybody wants their wanna breathe to come out. That's your inner chi, but everybody locks it away. Gotta have a spine like this. Be ready to row. Don't give up. Row your boat.
know.